A few hundred years ago, Turkish wrestlers were held in high esteem within the Ottoman Empire. They competed in front of the Sultan, foreign dignitaries, and large crowds for entertainment and glory. To ensure high quality in the physical ability of all wrestlers, the Turkish get-up was adopted as a primary form of strength training for all Turkish wrestlers, as well as a test of entry for those who desired to become one. To be accepted at a wrestling lodge, one would have to perform a full get-up with half of one's body weight. Years later, the Turkish get-up was adopted by performing strongmen as a way of showcasing strength and keeping the body injury-free. Once again, it became used as a rite of passage, with many strongmen only teaching potential apprentices the get-up and only coming back to continue the training once the candidate could perform a quality get-up with 100 pounds. Very similar to the modern Taming the Beast challenge of the 48-kilogram kettlebell. Often known as the wrestler's yoga, the Turkish get-up is most often used as a method of preventing injury and transforming pre-existing muscle into highly functional strength. With a reputation for exposing any biomechanical weaknesses in the body, whether it be issues of stability, mobility, coordination, or strength, which is why it's so highly spoken of among grapplers who experience intense physical demands in a chaotic and injury-prone environment. My personal experience using this movement and implementing it into my clients' routines is that it can often greatly increase the quality of life by creating the type of stability and ease of movement that translates well into daily life. Much of this effect seems to be due to the resemblance of the get-up to the natural developmental sequence humans go through when learning to go from the floor to the fully verticalized standing position. The get-up takes one through these natural patterns and rebuilds any lost or underdeveloped sequences for the adult practitioner. The list of movements within the Turkish get-up and the affected anatomy is truly staggering, and at some level includes almost every muscle and joint in the entire body. It's perhaps by no coincidence that the lack of ability to sit up and fully verticalize off the floor has been shown to be highly correlated to death from all causes in old age, making the get-up a great training tool for longevity as well. Before we go over how to perform the Turkish get-up, there are some basic training principles and considerations which are important to understand. The Turkish get-up is a complex sequence of movements, and it's best to spend the first few weeks dedicated to learning the movement pattern and form, starting with the unweighted version, often called the naked get-up. After you have memorized the movements and learned decent form, you can begin to add weight. 10 to 15 pounds is plenty for the first week or two of weighted practice, and building up to 16 kilograms is enough for most of its benefits, though those who are larger or lift heavy weights will likely want to continue progressing until 24 to 28 kilograms. The 48-kilogram beast challenge of the kettlebell community is really only appropriate for those who experience high demands on the body, such as heavy grapplers, powerlifters, or anyone who wants a test of manhood that their friends will likely never have the patience to replicate. This exercise can be dangerous without mindful attention to form, as the weight sits over the head throughout the lift. Be sure to keep eyes on the weight and move in a slow and controlled manner throughout the entire lift. To start the Turkish get-up, you will lay on your side with the kettlebell held close to the ribs and both hands on the handle. Keep both knees bent, then while cradling the kettlebell close to the torso, roll over onto the back. This isn't as important with the lower weights, but becomes imperative to avoid shoulder injury at higher weights. Now you will place the foot that's on the same side as the weight, flat on the floor with knee bent. The other leg, opposite the weight, will lay out straight at an angle away from the body. The weight should be situated in a pressed grip, elbow on the floor, with forearms straight up and down and the wrist locked straight, with the unweighted arm at about a 45-degree angle away from the body flat on the ground. Take the weight-bearing arm and press the weight over the chest until the arm is fully straight and locked out. Keep eyes on the weight and hold it in place with control. Now, roll the body to the side of the torso opposite the weight, thrusting the weight further up into the air as you turn. Be sure to pack the shoulder blade down and drive the arm into the back of the shoulder socket, creating an actively solid support in the shoulder. Once you are fully rotated onto the shoulder, begin to push through the arm on the ground and contract the core to support and maintain a straight spine. Drive the body and weight up further, with the upper body now supported on the elbow. Again, create an active and solid support in the shoulder and do not allow the shoulders to sag. Now you will push through the bottom arm and prop the upper body up on one hand. Keep the shoulder packed and the spine straight. Next, push through both feet and extend the hips into the air into a high bridge. Keep eyes on the weight, spine and shoulders well supported, and attempt a straight line from the supporting arm all the way through the shoulders into the other arm holding the weight. Now the high bridge is great for functional adaptations, But if you plan to lift heavy, especially near your maximum, it's probably best to use a low bridge variation. Now you'll support yourself on the foot that is on the same side as the weight and the hand opposite the weight. The other leg, opposite the weight, will sweep back underneath the pelvis as you bend at the hips, placing the knee and foot on the ground underneath the body. Next, you will push through the hips and core to straighten the torso and rotate your back foot so that the legs are in line and in a half kneeling position. Then you will drive off both feet to lift the upper body off the ground and bring the back foot forward into a shoulder width stance, weight supported overhead. The full Turkish get-up will go through this sequence and then reverse them in order with slow, controlled movement to arrive back at the starting position. This is considered one repetition. When programming the Turkish get-up, consider that it is multiple exercises in one, and each rep can be quite taxing. You can also train the Turkish get-up in segments, using any of the movements found within the Turkish get-up as its own individual exercise. Great for weak link training, and the beginning segments of the Turkish get-up are well known for creating a very strong core. A common method of adding this into a strength training program is to do 3 to 6 repetitions of these on each side with light to medium weight in each warm-up session for full body joint mobilization and injury prevention. This is also commonly put into kettlebell circuits due to its high metabolic demands to help burn calories. For this use, you will again use light to medium weight, but this time for 5 to 8 repetitions on each side. If you're looking to maximize strength in this movement sequence, use heavy weight and aim for 3 to 6 reps on each side. If you perform this more than twice a week, mix in some lighter days for rest and skill work. The Turkish get-up is often a very polarizing exercise, with some people swearing by it and other people tending to dislike it quite a bit. This is in large part because the get-up doesn't work great for bulking or for max strength adaptations, but instead focuses on movement efficiency and integrated strength. These types of adaptations tend to be more obvious outside the gym rather than within it, so it's often just a question of which you value more. There are also other useful variations of the get-up depending on your movement needs. The tactical get-up is great for military and police who often have to carry a rifle. And the gladiator get-up may be the absolute best hip mobility and hip strength movement I've ever come across. At least the version as taught by the Hardstyle Kettlebell Pro channel. Not this abomination. If you're interested in kettlebell workouts, check out my kettlebell poster through the link in the description box below. And if you're looking for a quality kettlebell setup, you can save money and space in the long run by going with adjustable kettlebells. I can personally vouch for the Bells of Steel adjustable kettlebells. They sent me a set recently and I was very impressed with the quality. Both are made from a solid steel, powder-coated shell, with the smaller kettlebell adjusting from 6 to 12 kilograms in half-kilo increments, and the larger kettlebell adjusting from 12 to 20.5 kilograms with the option to go up to 32 kilograms with an expanded internal weight set. And a portion of any sale made through the link in the description box will go towards supporting the channel. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel, and until next time, keep moving, my friends.